Assalamualaikum and hello to our beloved lecturer, Madam Afida. Today I will explain the issues that a large company such as Sears had to face in implementing the ISO 9000 across its vast organization. Okay. First, the issue that the company facing are the cultural change. The introduction of the ISO 9000 standards signal a profound cultural transformation within an organization. Employees find themselves grappling with the needs to adapt to unfamiliar processes, heightening documentation demands, and a renewed focus on quality. Resistance to change, also fueled by uncertainty and a lack of understanding of the benefits, can impede a smooth transition. A prime example is Sears' adoption of ISO 9000, where the employees had to adjust to the meticulous documentation required for repair processes, a shift from previous practice. To address resistance and foster a positive cultural change, clear communication is very imperative. Leaders at Sears needed to articulate the purpose and advantages of ISO 9000 implementation, such as emphasizing how it aligned with the company's commitment to delivering high-quality products and service. Comprehensive training programs were initiated to equip employees with the skills needed for the new process, helping to bridge or near the gap between the old and the new. Strong leadership support played a pivotal role in ensuring that the cultural shift was not merely a mandate but a shared commitment to the excellence. Secondly, the issue that the company facing is the integration with the existing system. Aligning the ISO 9000 requirements will establish organizational system and process is a formidable task, particularly for a large enterprise like Sears. The challenge lies in integrating the ISO 9000 principles seamlessly into existing frameworks without causing disruptions. Sears faced this challenge when trying to align the ISO 9000 standards with its diverse representatives, each having its own set of procedures. To address this integration challenge, Sears option for a phased implementation approach. This involves gradually introducing the ISO 9000s in the different departments, which is allowing for a careful adjustment of processes without overwhelming the entire organization. The pilot programs were conducted in specific locations, offering a control environment to test the compatibility of ISO 9000 with existing system. Consistency across departments was maintained through clear guidance and regular communication channels, ensuring that the integration efforts align with the overarching organization objective. Next, the company issue is maintaining the momentum in their company. Implementing ISO 9000 is not a one-timer initiative but an ongoing commitment to continuous improvement. The risk of the system becoming stagnant over time necessitates a proactive approach to leadership, employment engagement, regular audits, and a commitment to innovation. Sears faced this challenge post ISO 9000 implementation. They realized the importance of sustaining the momentum in its repair and service centers. To prevent stagnation, Sears embraced a culture of continuous improvement. Leadership remained actively involved, regularly communicating the significance of the quality management system and its benefit. Last but not least, the employees were encouraged to actively participate in identifying areas of improvement, ensuring that the system remained dynamic. Regular internal audits and management reviews were conducted to assess the effectiveness of the system and identify the opportunities for refinement. An example was the establishment of a comprehensive collaboration lab, demonstrating that Sears' commitment to innovation and maintaining the momentum of continuous improvement. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is NURUL SHUHADA and I will be presenting for the issue faced by large companies such as Sears had to face when implementing ISO 9000 in the company is resource allocation. Implementing ISO 9000 can demand substantial resources in terms of time, money, and personnel. Large companies may struggle with allocating these resources effectively, especially if they have competing priorities or are facing financial constraints. Financial investments are frequently needed for process changes, documentations, audits, and training when implementing ISO 9000. Certain businesses can find it difficult to set aside enough money, which could result in gaps in the process of implementation. Implementing ISO 9000 standards indeed requires financial investments for various activities such as process changes, documentation, audits, and training. The ISO 9000 series is a set of quality management standards that organizations can adopt to ensure that their products or services consistently meet customer requirements and regulatory standards. Next is human resource. Sufficient workforce and knowledgeable employees are necessary for the effective execution of ISO 9000. Progress may be hampered by a lack of qualified staff or reluctance to change. It could be necessary for organizations to set aside funds for employee training and development in order to guarantee that staff members comprehend the implementation and can successfully assist with it. As well, prepared, knowledgeable workforce is fundamental to the success of ISO 9000 implementation. Organizations should invest in training and development programs to ensure that employees not only comprehend the standards but can also actively contribute to their effective execution. Overcoming resistance to change and fostering a culture of quality and continuous improvement are key components of a successful ISO 9000 implementation. Next is time constraints. The process of implementing ISO 9000 takes a lot of time, includes several steps, including planning, documenting, training, and audits. Allocating enough time for these tasks can be difficult for organizations to balance with the demands of continuing operations. While allocating enough time for these tasks can be challenging, careful planning and resource management can help organizations balance the implementation process with their ongoing operations. It is essential to recognize that the benefits of ISO 9000, such as improved quality, customer satisfaction, and operational efficiency, can outweigh the initial challenges and investments. Additionally, seeking assistance from consultants or experts in ISO implementation can streamline the process and enhance its effectiveness. Next is inadequate team support or management sponsorship. Occasionally, a firm owner may assign the quality manager the duty of obtaining ISO 9000 certification, believing that the manager can complete on their own. Alternatively, they do not want to deal with the QMS and do not see the need for an auditor to speak with upper management. An executive summary and understanding of the aspects of ISO 9000 that affect the leadership group and ISO expectation would be helpful. These aspects include conveying expectations, establishing the company's quality policy and objectives, and setting the strategic direction. The management team could find it useful to review the findings of a gap analysis to determine where they already adhere to ISO and where there are still gaps. The process approach and precisely defining the value stream, which includes sales, purchasing, receiving, supplies, engineering, production, and customer delivery, are essential components of ISO. When implemented correctly, process mapping facilitates the seamless integration of the business and quality systems, eliminating any disparities between them. Gaining the support and buy-in of other departments is simpler when the key business processes align with your company's operations, and it is recognized that ISO wants to view this as the fundamental quality system process. It is not quality if we ask the organization who is in charge of the engineering, production, buying, or sales processes. Process owners must be aware of the ISO 9000 requirements that relate to them, as well as how their business process will be assessed for efficiency and performance. Workers may have worked for ISO certified businesses in the past, but they may not have had the experience of starting from scratch. With ISO 9000 implementation, being trained on the standard is not the same as having the necessary skills and knowledge to recognize the standard's flexibility. Having such expertise offers you the assurance to modify the standard to meet your business's particular culture rather than going above and above just because you believe ISO mandates.
Hello, and a very good day I bid to our lecturer, the lovely Madam Afida. My name is VALENTINI SERADJA, and I'm here today to explain our group's discussion for question number 2. The ISO 9000-2000 Quality Management Principles provide a framework for organizational excellence. Let's consider how these principles might help CS address the issues identified. Firstly, customer focus. CS may have improved customer service by streamlining its operations using the customer focus concept. CS could have linked its ISO 9000 implementation to a higher level of customer satisfaction by making sure that everyone in the company was focused on comprehending and fulfilling consumer requirements. The second point is leadership. A strong leadership support is crucial in driving any major organizational change. The principle of leadership under ISO 9000 emphasizes the importance of leaders at all levels within an organization. By fostering a culture of strong leadership, CS could have better guided its workforce through the ISO 9000 implementation process. The third point is mutually beneficial supplier relationships. The principle of mutually beneficial supplier relationships emphasizes the importance of building relationships with suppliers, including them in the continual improvement process and creating value for both parties. CS could have applied this principle to ensure that its supplier also adhered to the quality management principles outlined in ISO 9000, thereby contributing to the overall effectiveness of the organization. And with that explanation, if CS applying these principles, they could have approached the challenges of implementing ISO 9000 in a more structured and systematic manner, addressing resistance to change, leveraging the organization's size and complexity, and ensuring that the entire organization was aligned with the goals of quality management.